YouTube decided to ban some of my videos, so that is coming. I'm not really sure what's going on, but I'll be taking a class so they could tell me what the problem is. On top of that, had a very, I would say emotional, it was an emotional experience day. I was driving home from the tattoo studio and I was getting onto my road and a few deer ran out onto the road, pretty much covered the whole road. Now, in a split-second decision, I realized that they were everywhere. There was no way to swerve, so I made contact with the one. Now the others kind of ran off, and I looked back, immediately stopped, and realized that it was a baby deer. Now, I did stop, got out of the truck, put my hazards on, kind of went over to you. If you're squeamish to animals at all, or seeing them in pain, or any of that stuff, click off this now. This is for information purposes only, but I don't want to make anyone sad because it is a very emotional experience. Now, with that, I was able to sit with the deer. You know, I prayed over it, let him know that I was sorry that this happened. And then I got to the point to where I was able to see all the wounds that it had, come up with an idea if it would be able to pull through, or if I should bring it home, call someone to be able to rehabilitate it. It got to the decision that it was not able to be done. There was a lot of lacerations on it and bleeding out of every hole that you could possibly imagine, having problems with respiratory things, you know, when I was breathing, bubbles of blood coming up, all of the things to where I came to the decision that I had to put it out of its misery. Now, this is not something that I enjoy by any means. You know, I actually called a few people when I was done, because I'm sure some people out there would have jumped on the opportunity to do something like that. That's not me. You know, I go hunting. It's not a animal thing. It's a thing to where, you know, that is something that I could not use. I could not utilize, right? That was a accidental occurrence to where I took a life. That's not fun for me. That's not something that I could ever brag on. You know, I got home, I needed a couple seconds to kind of think about what just happened, clean myself up and kind of process it. Hunting's different. I'm going out there, I'm taking on an older deer to be able to provide and feed for my family. This is something that, you know, out of the blue just came up, and I was thrown into this situation, right? And it's not easy, but that is our job as human beings that get put into that position. I was not going to let it suffer, but still not fun.